Do you want to get better in backgammon? One of the best ways to do that is by playing against XG, because you play against XG and the whole match is transcribed. And then afterwards, you can go through it, analyze it, and there are a variety of tools that you can use to learn. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with my good friend Tommy Tallarico in this video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos. How would you have played the moves? I'll work on all of that. If you love backgammon, with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description for where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my great pleasure to welcome back my good friend Tommy Tallarico, winner of the 2024 World Championships Intermediate Division. Hello.
Hey, hey, thanks for having me, Alex. This'll be fun.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Gosh, I feel like I should have studied before we started this. I didn't
Well, this is how you study. This is
That's
how
right. That's how I
you
started. This is my study session right now.
I don't remember. Did you say you play against XG a lot
Yeah.
yourself?
At least once or twice a day at least. Typically 5 point matches, but I also play a lot of single points. Like if I'm playing on the day of a big tournament or something, I'll practice by doing like, 4 or 5 single matches. But what I like to do against XG, I think we talked about this before, is I'll just play one move at a time. So I play a single match and I keep playing until I screw up. So I can see how many perfect moves can I do in a row before I make that first blunder. And then once I see it, I learn from it, and okay, let's start over and let me see if I can get to, okay, I did 6 moves without a blunder. Let me see if I can get to 7. Let me see if I can get to 8 or whatever. So that's kind of a fun way to study sometimes and
That's
learn.
great, great. I'm excited. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Are you able to see the board now?
Look at that. It looks exactly like my Gammoner board.
Yeah,
How,
I selected
how
it
did you
because it
do
looks
this?
like your board.
If somebody wanted to do this in XG, how would they do that? Would it, somebody like will do it for you, right?
Yes, the XG
For a
board is
price?
made. Yeah, he's made by the XG board is made by Rain. He makes beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. This is a beautiful
Cool.
Gammoner board. The red one, just like what you have with the black and red special metal rimmed checkers. I love the
Yeah,
Gammoner
so I,
board.
I I have the Gammoner board. It was a special order. Volker made it. Made it. Took like about 3 or 4 months, and then I used the Cat Gammon checkers, the silver rim Cat Gammon checkers, and they're really beautiful, like acrylic, and it's a perfect weight for it because it doesn't. I hate boards that kind of slide around too much. You got to always fixing the checkers because it's sliding. But then I also, when the checkers are too heavy and then they don't really move at all, that's kind of a pain too. So the Gammoner wool with the Cat Gammon board, a lot of people comment when they play, they're like, oh, wow, the action on this is perfect. The checkers aren't too heavy, they're not too light, and the surface is perfect for it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I remember I saw it in person. You showed me some pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Uh,
So we'll be playing a 5 point match against XG. You'll be playing the black checkers at the bottom, XG, the red checkers at the top, bearing off on the right. The most important thing is to have fun. Number two, to learn. You're welcome to consult with me, but as the guest, the ultimate decision is up to you. So here we go.
okay. All
So with
right.
an opening 3-2, how would you like to play it?
3-2. Well, if it was a weaker player I was playing against, I'd bring 2 down. But because it's XG and I know it's a better player, I'm going to play 13-10. Sorry, 24-21, and then 13-11.
Okay.
So that's a typical example of a player adjustment that I would make. And depending on the score, if I'm down, I'm going to throw the 3-2 down, of course. But opening roll, haven't played anywhere. But if I know somebody's better than me, which in this case I do, XG is better than me, I'm going to play it a little more conservative than bold.
All right. And then a 6-3 is going to hit.
He's going to hit me on the
Like that.
4,
Okay. And now 6-4. So there's the
hit
4.
him. I'm gonna jump to the 18 point,
To
I
the
think.
18 point.
I'm gonna go
Okay. Like
24,
this.
18. Yeah, I want to see if I can hit him back if he I'm trying to get him off his unstacking on his 17 and 18. So and I still have the four, I still want the 4 point. If I do get hit, then I'd rather have the 4 point coming into the board as opposed to the 2 point. So I hate the 2 point.
Are you concerned about giving him good sixes from the bar? Like here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But again, if I get hit, then I'd rather have the 4 point than the 2 point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double six. Okay.
Boom. Wait, hold on. Is this a cube decision
Let's
now?
take a
No, it's
look.
uh I don't think so. They have the same amount of points. We really don't have anything going. If I had one more point in my home board, I might think about it. But now let's go make our 5 point or the 18 and then see what happens after that.
All right. 5-4.
Okay, well, it's kind of a crappy roll. I guess, boy, let's get our 18 out of harm. I guess 18, 13. And let's go into a attack position here and bring 13 and 9.
Okay. Anything
Giving
else?
a, giving a lot of return shots, but you know, whatever. Let's play aggressive now because if something good happens, maybe we can cube them out next roll.
Any other option you'd like to look at?
Nah, everything else seems a little stacky.
Would you consider something like this?
No, see, I want to go on offense. It's a good play if I'm running like crazy, but I'm not too worried because he doesn't have any points made in his board. Maybe if he had a better board than me, maybe I would think about that. But right now, I'm a blitzer, right? I go for the jugular as much as possible. So with three back now, him having three back, I really want to try to go for the jugular here. And
All right.
this is a aggressive play.
Very good. Okay. So now 4-3. We'll
Probably make his
anchor. Okay.
21. Okay, so now we got to think here. Okay, no double, obviously, but let's keep playing.
If you had escaped this back checker to the midpoint, would you double then?
With his 4 point, with him having a 4 point, you mean already?
Yeah. Yeah. If this were escaped all the way to the 13 and
Mm,
otherwise the position were the same.
Probably not. I mean,
Not yet.
no. Again, he's got a weak board, but I'm getting closer, right?
Right. Right. Okay. So let's see. 6-5.
All right, not too much help. I mean, let me see. If we go 6-5, it just leaves another blot on our 10 point. So I think we just have to make our 3 point.
Like that.
Yeah, that's too open. So
Like
there
that.
we go. We made an inner board point. He
Okay.
doesn't really have any direct shots in the outfield. All right.
Okay. Now 5-3. Makes
Yeah.
the point. Still want to roll.
Okay. Yeah, we still want to roll. We're ahead in the race.
Okay. 6-3.
Okay. Well, now we couldn't make our 5 point here. It leaves our, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, it leaves a shot, but again, are we worried about his board at this point? What else do we have? Let's see, 6-3. I mean, I'm not really seeing, we don't want to bring it to the two. We're trying not to play behind his anchor. If we bring the six out, I mean, here's a play. Try 21 to 15, 11 to 8. I mean, that's a safe play. I mean, uh, it's probably a safer play. We're up in the race. Maybe we just try to race it, see if he misses us with the three, um, with hitting the three. Let me see the other one again, one more time. 6-3. Yeah, let's go with the other play. I don't know. What do you think, Alex, on that?
Yeah, I like this one. No, the issue with this is like I
Yeah,
tell people I've studied the opening position a lot.
getting
And of
ourselves
course,
in trouble.
yeah, in the opening position, you start with five checkers on the 6 point, and ideally you want them to go to the
One on
5 point
stack.
or the four
Yeah,
point. right? Now that we've made the 5 point, we've made the 3 point, and there's an anchor on the 4 point, really there are many fewer useful places for it to go,
That's
such as the
right.
2 point.
6-4.
Additionally, this leaves two blots. So like when you're trying to make this point, uh,
Yeah.
if you roll a 6-1, clearly you'd make it, right? So
Yeah.
let's say this checker on the 21 point, we're on the 20 point, and you rolled a 6-1. I think I'd probably make the
Then I
five
would
point
slot yeah, then I'd make the
make the
5 point.
5 point,
Yeah.
right? Because then you're using one of these checkers. You're breaking this one.
Yeah.
There is a value in having a spare checker here, and
Yeah.
this duplicates somewhat, like 3-1. It'll duplicate.
And it gets him, yeah, if he wants to, I mean, he's going to stay back on my 1 point for a while, but yeah,
Right.
yeah, but 3-1 exactly. So
Yeah.
great, we're in agreement there.
Okay.
Cool.
6-2.
Okay, so he missed
Okay.
us. Now he's open. Now he can take a risk maybe because he's got blots everywhere. Is this a double? I really feel like we got to get that checker on the 15
Yeah.
somewhere better. I don't see this as a double.
Okay. 2-1.
Okay, so I think we have to go 15-13 and then slot the five. Any, what do you think about that? I mean, we got to, it is what it is.
What about like this?
It's another possibility. I mean, we're leaving two blots. I mean, we're duping his, if we slot the five, we're duping his fours to cover his 4 point. Um, but, and in a one, I don't, it'd be tough for him to hit us loose there on the, from the 4 to the 5 and leave three blots on our home board. I mean, unless he
And
covers
then
up
with a
this one.
one, then you can roll like a 4-1, 3-1, 2-1, double one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a little risky, but I kind of, I like only having one blot open and his board's a little open, so it's risky, but I kind of like this, and it unstacks the 6 point.
Okay.
That
Double
one might.
four. That was a crusher. One,
Oh, that's bad. Double four is usually always
six,
bad.
four. Okay. So
Okay,
now,
we dance. Now he's gonna cube us. Okay. Um, so more than likely he's gonna make his 5 point. We're gonna be behind a four. We're gonna be behind a four prime. What's our strategy after that? I mean, there is contact. It's the first game. Gosh, I say we got to take this.
okay. You
I
concerned
take.
about gammons?
Not. I no. Bravely no, but I could be after
Yeah.
the next two rolls.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of there, yes, but you know, let's see if he'll make his 5 point. He's got 16 rolls to make his 5 point, and 9 rolls to make his 2 point. So we'll see what happens, but
Okay.
let's take. So
Four,
yep,
one. That
there's
was a good
that
one. 4-1. So one, and
one,
then
and let's hit him on the 9. Yeah,
okay.
now we could potentially have a game here. Okay.
Now 6-4.
Hmm. He's going to hit us with a 5. Where could we put the 9 point? So let's make the 9 point, and then just come out with the 24, because I'd rather come out than bury it at the bury go 8-2 and bury it. I'd
Right.
rather come out and then if he has to hit us with a 6, he strips his midpoint,
Yeah. Breaks the midpoint. Yeah.
breaks it. Yeah, breaks
Yeah.
his midpoint.
4-3. Okay.
Okay, so we survived. Now we're not in a cube situation. His board's way better, but let's get this sucker to safety.
6-1.
Oh,
Okay.
we got it. We got to blast him on the 7. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Double three. Okay. So
Okay,
now
now let's do a quick count here.
it's 16 pips. It's displayed at the lower and upper right.
Oh, you see. Oh, there it is. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
I had to
Oh, and I
count.
had
Okay.
this away score. I'll put it on the absolute score. So people like that.
Okay, so we got a 16 pip lead here. Um, you know, him having the 4 point. It's a tough gammon position. But he's about to crack, right? So I like this as a double.
A redouble. Yeah. That's
Oh,
what
sorry, a redouble. So
yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's it's important. Like I've learned
this
these
might be
things.
a quick match.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Um, when you're doubling in a 5 point match, the first game of the 5 point match, initially you want to be careful. Like sometimes it's like you think it's like too good. It's hard to be too good at five away because if you're too good to double a center cube,
Mhm.
you'll be getting 2 points on a gammon, and that'll get you to the awkward three away score. However,
Right.
uh, if you're on a two cube,
Maybe we keep rolling. Maybe we keep rolling. I mean, he has three
I mean,
back. Having the four, he has our 4 points. So it's, but with three back, and maybe
yeah,
we get ourselves in trouble.
I
So
don't know
maybe
if
we,
it's too good.
what would I do here? Again, if I'm playing a weaker player, okay, what do I do? If I'm playing a better player, but I know I can't scare him out,
Uh,
you know what? I would redouble here because he's going to have all sorts of issues. He has to strip his midpoint. He's going to have issues. I'm winning this game. So if it's, and I don't feel a big gammon here. If he had our 2 point or one
right.
point or 3 point, then maybe I keep rolling. I don't feel a big gammon here, so I'm gonna redouble him here.
Sometimes I look at it a different way. Say you were
Okay.
red and you were doubled here, would you take?
I well, I'm down 16 pips. That's a good question. That's a great question. Kind of like the Woolsey rule, right?
Yeah, he always says if you're not sure, then you should certainly double.
Right, right. So that's that. Would I take this? I guess you'd have to at 0-0, but I don't know. Let's
Okay.
redouble and we'll see if
So
it's right or
redouble,
wrong.
see what
Yeah, we'll
happens.
see if it's wrong or right. Probably.
Take. Okay, so now 5-4. Bring it
Okay.
on.
5-4. We bring it around.
Okay. Double five. Okay.
All right.
That
Well,
gains
that's
ground on
probably
the next.
that could be a good roll for us
Yeah.
though, because we get them out of our face.
Out of our
Uh,
hair, whatever we have left. You have a lot.
yeah,
You
yeah,
have more hair than I do. 5.
yeah. We got to do that. Yep. Play it safe. 3-1. He's probably going to play down to the two.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Give us something good here.
4-1.
Oh gosh, I guess we cover our one because I don't want to leave a blot, make the 5 point, make the bluff.
Yeah.
5 point's going to be an issue, but yeah, that's a play.
3-1.
Oh man,
Ringside.
he's getting these small rolls. Oh shoot.
Six
Okay.
one.
Um, again, I don't want it. We can't give him a shot now that he's got a 5 point board. So I think we just got to play 9-3, 9-8. I mean, it's stacky. What happens if we play 7-6? No, then we lose a checker totally.
What about like
I
this?
don't like that. I was right about to say, what if we did the old switcheroo? I think that's the play. That's the more pure play.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my next thing I was going to look at. What are
Three
you in this
one
3-1? That's
makes the
three in a
ace one.
row. Come on now.
4-2.
All right, we got to bring them both down.
Okay.
Yeah, and hope he doesn't roll a 6-1.
Oops.
Ah, XG, you're cheap.
Uh-huh.
Of
Five
course,
one.
unbelievable.
All right, now
Whew. What are we up? Oh, we're down 4. Gosh. Wow. I mean, he rolls the mega joker, right? 6-1. He had one roll he had to get. I boy. I mean, it's the 4 point. I think I got to take it. Play
you
for
want
the
to take
match.
it? Go for the match.
Yeah, because XG is a great player, right? So if I pass this now, what are my chances? What's my match equity table look like playing against a way better player at down 4-0? Crawford, screw that. Let's go for it.
Okay. 5-4 cover.
All right. Well, whatever. Come on.
What?
Let's see those double fives. No,
Not yet. Double
we're
one.
toast. Toast.
Probably gonna have to win in the race here.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Yeah, he double jokered us. Two jokers in a row.
6,
Not let's
5. Okay,
yeah,
so
play it all the way out. It doesn't
let's
gammons don't even matter. So yeah, we just play it in and we're done. Well, that was a quick one.
all right, now we'll analyze it. So that was a one-game match, but it was very interesting. A lot of interesting plays that we'll have time to kind of go through. So we started with the 3-2. So that was a standard play. And the 6-4, this was an interesting one. And
Right.
this one's a good one to look at because it did prefer actually hitting and coming out, resulting in
Yeah.
this position. Whereas we had selected this position here. And
Yeah. And again, my reasoning on that was that if he hits me, then I'm on the bar. I'd rather come in on the 4 point, which is kind of what happened, I think.
you have the 4 point slotted. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
but maybe coming out's right because he doesn't have a board yet and he's on the bar. So what am I worried about? So I can see now that that's probably a better play because he doesn't have a inner board made.
one of the things I had known, but it was re-emphasized in Dirk Schieman's recent book about hitting to hit or not to hit, is about good sixes from the bar, meaning diversifying the opponent's numbers. So for example, red is on the bar here.
Yeah,
So red cannot come in with a 6. So if he rolls a roll that contains a 6 and the other die is a different number, like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, then he can come in with a smaller number and then if you were in this position, hit with the 6. Whereas from this position, coming in with another number, there are no good sixes. So
right.
when you do this, you're giving them good sixes from the bar. So we'll look at in the dice distribution. This is a good position because it's an early position. That's one of the things you were saying is you look at your early, you start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Um, so this is the resulting position after the top play of hitting, coming in, hitting, and continuing out results in this position. And the
Mm-hmm.
other play was this one. This is play B, hitting and then coming up 24-18, resulting in this position. And then here we'll go here. This is the dice distribution. So for people that are not familiar with it, this shows the dice distribution for both plays. Play A is the top play on the panel on the upper left. Play B is the selected play, the panel on the upper right. And this shows your resultant equity after all of the 36 possible rolls by the opponent here. Double one, 2-1, 3-1, and so forth, with an average column on the right, and the panel on the upper right shows the exact same thing for play B, the selected play. These two are on a color scale from blue to green, where blue is good, red is bad. Darker the blue, the better. The darker the red, the worse. You can see there's much more blue over here. There's a little bit of red here, but it's very faint. Now the panel on the lower left, it subtracts the value, the equity value in a given cell on the upper right from that in the equivalent cell on the upper left. So it gives you the differences and it shows you the swing rolls. So in the lower left panel, blue favors play A, red favors play B, and this is plotted on the lower right in a vertical bar graph. So you can see all these swings, like the sixes, they're all in favor of play A. And especially like double two. And then you can see how they're played. So for example, these are all the big swing rolls. 6-4 was the big one. You get hit with the 6. 4-2, you get hit with the 2. Here you get hit with the 6, you get hit with the 1, you get hit with the 2. So those are the big ones. And if we go back and look at it, so from this play, basically like 6-4 was good, and then like you're giving them ones and threes, one,
Right.
twos, fours, and sixes to hit. Whereas here, it's really only threes to hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Much different.
So that's a good one because these types of plays occur a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so good. And then we couldn't move here, and this we were looking at the cube, and it's not quite a double yet.
Right. Right.
One of the tools I like to use in XG is modifying the position to see what would make it a double. So I can copy this. So for the viewers, I hit Control Shift
Control
and
Shift C.
C
Mm.
for copy, correct. And then I go to another instance of XG. Are you seeing the second one now?
Yeah,
Okay, so you hit Control V for paste. Okay, so now it has it pasted here. So let's say we had one checker safetied here. Now, is it a double? If it's not a double, it's certainly much closer to a double. Now it's a borderline double.
right.
What if it were safetied here and you had the blot? It's close.
Oh, double. Yeah.
So what if it were back here and you had like,
Another point, the 5 point.
yeah, or the 5 point, that would be big. Now it's a pass.
Huh,
What if it were the 4 point?
gotta be a take.
Now it's borderline.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I find that this type of exercise is very good, and this is a great tool that you can use in XG to modify it because it basically tells you what are the aspects of the position that are key in the doubling decision.
yeah,
Um, the other thing is, so this was not a double. Let's go back and look at it. I like to also look at it at different scores because that teaches you about match play.
that's
So
right.
like for a money game, it's about the same. But let's say you were playing a match and you were behind 2-1.
You're
So
right.
4 away, 3 away. Now it's a double and a take.
Crazy.
So do you ever look at these things at different scores?
All the time. All
Yeah,
the time. Yeah.
and I find that's really valuable. Um,
I mean,
okay.
when you're 4 away and they're 2 away, I mean
Oh, it
that's a
might be
that's like a big
big
always a big
double.
double.
Yeah, pass. It becomes a pass.
Amazing, right?
Now you're winning 18%. Well, let's see here. You're winning 18% gammons, and the opponent is winning 8% gammons. Once you turn the cube to 2, these gammons become extra valuable. And these ones become non-valuable, become negated. The 8% because his gammons are killed holding a 2 cube.
Yeah,
Okay. So then the 5-4 was right to just come around.
all right.
And the 6-5, you didn't want to leave all those blots, so that
Yeah,
was
we
right to
got
make that
that.
point. And this one, it was right to make the 5 point.
Can you believe that? I mean,
Yeah, I
that's how
mean,
it
look
shows
at
you
that.
how important the 5 point is. But wow, I mean, that was my first instinct, but kind of got talked. I talked myself out of it.
I talked you out of it.
No, no, you didn't talk me out of it. I talked myself out of
Now,
it.
let's see, what was it? So like, oh yeah, we were talking about the 6-1 here. This one, it's huge. It's a big difference
Yeah, yeah, of
with the
course,
6-1.
of course.
So yeah, I wonder what if it were like this and you had a 6-3.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. How can you not safety it up 22-13? That'd be tough not to do that because you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's a blunder to make the 5 point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the difference is in the original position, it's here. You can't
Right.
safety this. Uh,
Right.
yeah. I guess if we had something like this, now with the 6-3, you can just come around, right?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Safety it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 5 point is very important. I was concerned about this big stack and then the broken point.
Me too. Yeah.
But I think you do duplicate the 4s that hit here with the 4s that hit there. So
True.
yeah. Okay. And
Now for our first blunder.
this is the 2-1 that we were talking about.
Yeah, you had it right. You were trying to convince me. You were trying to, hey, what about this? And I'm like, nah. You knew what you
Sometimes
were
I'm
talking about. You were trying to
sometimes I'm wrong though, like about the 5 point in the previous move. Uh yeah, so here you're duplicating these 2s that hit and cover and leaving only indirect shots, whereas here you make a stack on midpoint, you do unstack this, but leave a double shot. Pretty costly because you have the ones, although the fours are duplicated here, you also have ones here. So you have twos, threes, fours, and ones here. So that's a lot of numbers.
We set him up for his first of three jokers in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
He gets the double
Uh,
four.
so it was a double four, and then it was a 6-4, and this was a double, and turns out to be a pass.
All right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it now. Um, that's one of the biggest uh problems, challenges is that when you've played so many games of backgammon, you realize, oh, I can get myself out of anything because you've seen so many, like, how many times have you turned a game like this around? There's so much contact left. He's on my 21 point. All I have to do is come in, stay down low, build my board, blah, 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 and we'll be fine. And it's like you convince yourself to take a bad cube because it's like, oh, I've been in this position before and gotten out of it.
Yeah, let me put this on a different board so we can look at it for money. See, for money, it's a borderline take.
Yeah, yeah.
Here it's a pass. So remember I was asking you about the gammons? Here it
Hmm.
says 31% gammons. Did you think there were going to be 31% gammons here?
No, no way. No, way less, way less.
Yeah.
I would never have.
So the issue here is like you can go to cube information. Do you ever look at this and the gammon value? Um so
No, I haven't. This is great. I
so
haven't
for a
seen.
money game, the gammon value is always 0.5. So that means how valuable are these? Okay. Now, if you go to a match on a center cube at five-way, the gammon value is slightly less than money. However, when it's at the two cube, it's significantly elevated. So these extra gammons are very valuable. Though the way I think about it is because you win a doubled gammon at five-way, that gets you to the Crawford score. That's a valuable score to be at. So
Right.
you have to be careful in gammonish positions here. But that's what I was saying. Like on a center cube, the gammon's value is not so great because winning an undoubled gammon gets you to the awkward three-way score, but a doubled gammon gets you to the valuable Crawford score.
Yeah.
Um, so
And we did turn it around though. I mean,
yeah, yeah, we
we
did.
did turn it around. So again, it's like, oh, I got out of it. But then he started rolling then
Uh-huh.
XG started cheating.
So what if we were trailing four-away, three-away?
We're trailing.
Now it's barely a double. It's a small
Right.
double.
Yeah. Crazy how
But if
important
we
the
were
score is.
trailing four away,
Two
five
away.
away,
Yeah.
four away, five away, this is a huge pass, right?
Huge pass, right, for
But
sure.
if we were trailing five away, three away, look, it's not a double. That's a big difference.
that
Whenever I
and
see,
that's where this all gets so complicated, right? I mean, you think you've realized, oh, I figured out, what positions are takes and what you're doing, but no, then the score completely. If you
right?
realize this position, it still wouldn't be. You just put it on three different outcomes depending on what the score is. It's crazy.
Yeah. So the way I kind of look at this and study it is like, okay, let's go to the original position where it's 0-0 to 5, right?
Yeah,
Um, I had suspected there are a lot of gammons because look, red's gonna make this point, and then if you dance, you might be dancing for a while red brings things around. So there, it turns out they're 31% gammon. So then you think about how valuable is the gammon on a two cube. Well, if you're at four away, a double gammon wins you the match
wins
perfectly.
you the match. Yeah,
But if you're at three away, you get that one extra point of overage. So
yeah,
you saw that made it into like not even a double.
yep.
So that's the way I think about it. The other thing you can do is there's a dice distribution tool here. So are you familiar with this one?
Yeah, Steve Sachs uses this all the time in our lessons.
So this basically shows you how all the roles play, and this is the one, meaning you lose your market. And there are a lot of roles like double four, double two, double one, double six. So Like, let's look at those. How does double four play? Well, is that what he rolled? No, that was what he rolled before.
Yeah.
But a double four will make the 5 point. Double two will make the 5 point. Double one will make the 5 point. Double
Yeah.
six will just bring everything around. 4-2 will make the point. 3-2 will make the point. 4-3, 4-1, 3-1. A
Yeah.
lot of rolls. Basically, if he makes that point, and then you look at like the second rolls, if we roll any of these dancing numbers, it's huge. So that's a valuable tool. You just hit Control Alt D, or you can go to Analyze Dice Distribution. What I do is I go to the Graph tab. I double click this area to make it into a 2D graph because that's a little easier for me to see.
Mm.
And then click after double take, and you hit the icon with the most red bars. That'll give you the most accurate data. So good. Is there anything that we could have changed to make it a take?
Just the score.
The score, but like say you just move like that. Now the fours aren't as good. No, it's still, what if you have like one here? One fewer build. Yeah, you see
Right.
that extra active builder made a big difference.
And the score's even too.
Yeah, the score is even. Oh, this was a money
I
game.
mean, the pips even. Yeah.
The pip. Oh yeah, the race is even.
Race is even.
Yeah, so what did I do? I moved that. So I mean, we can make it a little like that. Don't know if that makes a big difference. Makes a
No
little
doubles.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
So
So
that was a
kudos.
big problem there.
Yeah. This one was a great roll.
That
Comes in
was
and
where
hits.
we started our comeback. Yeah.
And the 6-4, yeah, you had to cover and come out.
All right.
And the 6-1 was good.
Now,
This was almost a redouble.
okay, so I was right on the line here, but again, this is where I make player adjustment. Like if I
Yeah.
know that somebody I'm playing is way better than me, I'm gonna try to attack.
Now it's almost a double, and then if you go a little bit further, this will probably make it a double. This
Now
is
redouble,
borderline.
yeah. Okay.
And if you go here, it's yeah, no, it's a redouble.
There it is, redouble. Yeah. So look at that, just a 3 pip difference.
Yeah. And then you were saying if it were like this,
Yeah, I was thinking like because now we got
now it's a
yeah,
pass.
that's what I was saying. If he had his he was on the 2 point or the 1 point, but the 4 point was why I was cautious about it. But
Yeah. The other thing was that it was a redouble. What if it were a center cube?
mm,
Now it's not close.
yeah, I'd want to safety up that checker on the 18 before I thought about it.
So why is it that it's a no double in a center cube, but it's like almost a redouble on a 2 cube? What do you get out of that?
Um,
Or what do you make out of that?
well, I'm not sure. I mean, I just that I mean, there's so much you know rolling again because if I have the 2 cube and I'm in a good position, then maybe I can get 4 out of them without redoubling. I would imagine. I mean, that's the only thing I can comes to
Yeah, well,
top.
it's not too good. It's not
It's
too
not
good.
too good,
But
right? But
like what I think is like, okay, so what score will I get to when the cube goes to the next level?
mhm.
So if the cube is in the center and I double and I win 2 points, I get 2 points, so I'll be at 3 away. The 3 away, getting to the 3 away score is very awkward. And that's something I've noticed. Just like how we noticed the difference between 4 away, 5 away, and 3 away, 5 away in
Yeah,
gammon positions, just the 3 away score is very awkward.
yeah,
However, let's say you have a 2 cube and now you redouble to 4 and you win 4 points. Now you get to
hmm
the Crawford game. That's a valuable score.
right.
So like I feel like I've learned that, and that's a key thing in a 5 point match. Um, Getting to 1 away is a huge improvement over getting to 3 away. And you
So
can,
here's
yeah,
and here's the other thing too. Again, we're playing against a perfect machine, but if this was over the board in a live tournament, how many players especially in my division, would drop this, right? I would say because they're looking at the 4 point going, gosh, they only can get sixes to get out. They're going to strip all the reasons I mentioned when I said let's double, so okay, XG knows, but in a real tournament play, what would be the percentage of intermediate or advanced players dropping this? I think it's pretty big.
Yeah, here it actually calculates that. If you think you have a 13.7% chance of getting it passed, then it makes it correct to redouble.
All right.
Um, oh, what was I gonna show you? The match equity table here. So this is something interesting I learned
Yeah.
is so to get to the match equity table, you can hit Control Alt T or go to Analyze Match Equity Table. And you're familiar with the match equity
Yep.
table, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I learned is the following. So you start at 5 away, right?
Mhm.
If you get 2 points, you'll get to 3 away, 5 away, right? Which will be right here.
Yeah.
So you're at 64.79, let's say 65%, right? So that's a
Right.
gain of 15% match winning chances, right?
Yeah.
However, if you win 4 points, you'll get to 84.18 at 1 away Crawford.
Right.
So going from 3 away to 1 away, it's almost 20%. Whereas here it's 15%.
15.
So
Right.
it's more valuable getting from 3 away to 2 away. The second 2 points are more valuable than the first 2 points.
Yeah.
That's something I learned, and that's something when you get close to the end of a match, these kinds of things become important, and that's part of the reason why these things change. Um, okay, so redoubled, and then the 5-4 was good. It
Yeah.
was mostly straightforward here. You had to kind of do this.
Yeah.
The 4-1 you had to cover,
Covered. Yeah.
and the 6-1, yeah, this was the
That
right
was the
idea.
play. Yeah.
Okay, and then the 4-2 you had to bring one down, and then
And then it was time for the Joker. It was time for
yeah,
XG to cheat again.
yeah. And this was a redouble, and it was a take, I guess, because of the score. If you go
Yeah.
here, and put it in for like money, there's a huge pass.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
If
But
you
no, at
go,
this score, again, I did player adjustment on this too. And they said, look, I'm playing, like I said, I'm playing XG. My only chance to, I'm if I pass it, now I'm 4-0 against the perfect machine. No, I'd rather take my chances and hope to hit him. I mean, if I hit him there, if he doesn't lift and I hit him, I mean, we got possibilities to win the match.
yeah, so this is what you look at, like the at 1 away. If you pass, you're at 1 away, 4 away Crawford for
Yeah,
16%. Here you've got 21%.
yeah.
So, but unfortunately, rolled that. That was perfect, and then there was basically
So what
nothing.
was the total PR? 637. Okay, well,
Expert level.
in BMAB, that's a master rating.
Yeah,
You're a backgammon master if you're rolling six. So I only really made, is it one blunder or was it two?
I think there was the one here.
Yeah, but how bad was the take, the
Oh, the
pass right
take.
there?
Oh, yeah, it's not a huge
No,
error though.
I mean, yeah. So we didn't do too, although we got completely demolished and embarrassed, um, we still had a respectable PR. And sometimes, that's what makes losses easier to take.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
if you if
certainly.
you if you got hammered with jokers and this and that, and but if you played well, you don't feel as bad. If our PR was sitting at 13, then you feel really bad because it's like, boy, it was completely 100% our fault.
Yeah. For these matches, I don't really care if I win or lose when I'm playing against
Just want to
XG.
learn. Yeah.
Practice. It's like having fun and learning. And I think we did those two things. And if there's anything key, it's like this was a really good learning.
I think that's the biggest takeaway from this is like you said, and I just picked up that book at the Denver tournament.
Oh, okay, good.
last week. I haven't opened it yet, but I picked that book up. I got it from Roberto
Oh,
Litzenberger,
good.
who has all the best books. If you're looking for books, you should always check out Roberto. He's got them all, it seems. But I think the biggest takeaway from this is, yeah, is exactly is, making their don't make their bad numbers good. And
Right.
that's what I did by coming out to the 18. Like you said, this happens all the time. So, be careful about where their sixes don't make their bad numbers good.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but I had the privilege of proofreading Dirk's recent book, and
Oh, I didn't know that.
it's really outstanding. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna like it.
Oh, I
Uh,
can't wait.
and then the other one was this. Was it you
Yeah,
don't?
that was a tougher one to find for me. I mean, you got it. You got it. You had it right away. You saw it. Um, I just thought unstacking the five, and he's got a weak board. So, and if he hits with would he even hit with a one? Would they hit with a one and break their anchor to hit with a one? I don't know. It depends what the other roll was. What if he rolled a 1-6? What if he rolled? So I don't know. That was a tougher one to find.
The other thing, when you do this, it
Yeah.
results in this position. Now you have all these builders to make the 5 point naturally,
Hmm.
including look at how double three does. Double three
Yeah.
plays 14 to 5, 8-5, making it without breaking the 8 point.
Right. Yeah.
So good, good. Let me go ahead and close this. So that was great. Again, I tell people the most important thing is to have fun, and number two is to learn. And I think we did both, right?
I didn't have fun. I lost. No. No, it was fun talking about backgammon.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. You do these to kind of prepare for your matches.
Totally.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good, good. I really enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure to have you. You're welcome to come back. And I know we had discussed possibly doing a doubles match next time with one of your friends.
That's right. Yeah. I want to do a doubles match with my friend Michi.
It's good. I actually had a couple of people from Orange County play doubles together.
Tara and David.
Yeah,
I think I
Carter
saw
Schultz and
that one.
David Vecchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun that they
How
played.
did they do? I can't remember. You remember? I don't remember how
In
they
the
did. It was
match,
great though. They're great.
they played really well. Well, I
Yeah,
think
of course. I mean, they're two
just
players
the
that,
two matches. I think they won one and lost one, but like again, I don't even remember whether I win or lose. I just care about like
right,
how people play and having fun and learning. So yeah, maybe we can do that with one of your friends there or elsewhere.
for
Uh,
sure.
and a lot of people enjoyed the interview that we did. So thank you again for that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And yeah, getting ready. Let's see. I did pretty good at the Denver tournament. I made it to the finals of Speed Gammon.
Great.
I lost in
Congratulations.
the finals. I cashed in the jackpot, and I was final four of juniors. But more importantly, I won the cornhole tournament. So
What
there
is
you
the
go.
cornhole tournament? What is that?
Cornhole. You throw the bean bags into the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dan does a cornhole tournament, and I won the trophy.
Oh,
There you go.
congratulations.
Yeah, we had a partner. It was a doubles thing. Met a great gal from the area. She's in the Denver club named Leanne, and we paired up and we were practicing all night and ended up taking a trophy. So I did come home with a trophy, the cornhole doubles trophy. So there you go.
Very good. And you have any upcoming tournaments you're going to be at?
Miami.
Oh,
Miami's
yeah.
going to be great. Avi's doing an incredible job, and he's bringing over Arda from Europe, who does, of course, the Monte Carlo. And I know Remington is coming down from New
He's going to
York.
be there.
He's going to be there. Yeah, a lot of people. Frank Frigo's going, and a lot of big names of big people are going down there for that. So it should be really fun.
That should be exciting. I wish I could go to one of those, but I will be here in LA. You're going to be here. I know it's close for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. We're going. Yeah, I'll be in LA for sure. And yeah, did you see the Denver tournament? Jerry Tanzi won
Oh,
the jackpot and
yep.
the
Hey,
master main. I mean, he's just incredible. It was really great. I played him in the BMAB as well. And he's just such a great guy, and he's so willing to share information. We went out to dinner a couple of times, me and Jerry, and really got to know him well. And wow, what a master, what a genius. I mean, I think he's if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's got like the lowest PR in the whole United States at this
yeah, I
point.
think he made it to the G0 level.
Unbelievable. So a true grandmaster, and what a great person as well.
Very good, very good. So that sounds great. It's always, again, a pleasure to see you. Any final comments before we conclude the video, Tommy?
No, no, just appreciate your channel, appreciate you doing stuff like this. And yeah, it's really great your passion and your interest, and you're such a great ambassador. And thanks for having me. It's a real honor.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for those comments. I appreciate that. We'll go ahead and conclude the video. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, how you would have played the moves, if you would have played them differently, or any comments you have. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high quality content that you enjoy. And if you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel. That'll give you exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.